Today I'm gonna make one of my husband's favorite dishes of all time, lasagna, and it's gonna start with eggplant.
Lasagna is essentially a really fancy casserole, and like any good casserole, it has distinct layers. This lasagna is composed of 6: red sauce, pasta, ricotta, Italian sausage, tempura battered and panko crusted eggplant, and a cheesy bechamel. And yes, as is the case with all my recipes, this will all be entirely plant-based. First, we begin by prepping the eggplant. I take 2 large globe eggplants. If you can find Italian eggplants in your grocery store, go for it. And I slice them up into about 1/2-inch thick slices, and then I begin salting them.
We're salting the eggplant in order to draw out excess liquid. This ensures that your eggplant won't be super soggy and kind of slimy when you put it in your lasagna. You're gonna do this for about 15 minutes, and you're just gonna pat them dry.
While the eggplants are sweating, I'm going to prepare my sausage layer. The Italian sausage layer is composed of vegan Italian sausage, some onion, some carrot, and some garlic. You do want to finely dice your vegetables because you don't want big chunks in between your layers. You guys know I'm not a professional chef. I'm a self-taught home cook, and my knife skills, yes, they leave something to be desired. But the best way to get better at cutting things is to practice, and that's why sometimes I show you guys exactly how I cut up my carrots. So this is the brand of vegan Italian sausage I prefer. You can use whatever brand you like, or if you don't have vegan sausage, you can just substitute with some really great portobello mushrooms. I'm gonna throw these into the food processor along with some garlic and some chopped walnuts to give it that really meaty, earthy texture and flavor. And then I'm just going to give it a quick saute in my pan until all the flavors have married together into this delicious, amazing Italian sausage mixture. The eggplants are done sweating, so I'm going to create a tempura batter using just a premix I picked up from the Korean grocery store and adding some cold water. And I'm going to make my panko mixture. I'm again using a Korean breadcrumb mixture. I'm going to pour the breadcrumbs into a shallow tray, and to it I'm going to add some Italian seasoning as well as a little bit of salt. This is going to provide some really great flavor as well as texture for our eggplant. We're going to dip our eggplant in the tempura batter, and then we're going to place it in that shallow tray of breadcrumbs. Afterwards, I place the eggplant in one layer on 2 sheet pans. I give it a good spray with my cooking spray, and then I place it in the oven at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes until they're golden brown. Okay, while our eggplants are baking, it's time to make the ricotta mixture. I use my favorite vegan ricotta, which is Kite Hill. I add to it a little bit of fresh parsley, some Just Egg. You can substitute with your plant milk, whatever one you like. And then I mix it together with a little bit of salt and pepper. And that's it. Now we're gonna tackle the creamy, cheesy bechamel. Do not skip this layer because it's honestly what makes this lasagna better than any lasagna you're ever going to have. Begin by adding a little bit of vegan butter to your pan. Once it's melted, add some flour. Whisk it together until it starts to look something like this. To this, you're gonna add your oat milk, your soy milk, or whatever creamy, thick plant milk you enjoy. Continue whisking the mixture over low heat until it starts to bubble like this. Add your favorite vegan mozzarella cheese. I'm using Violife, and then whisk away until you get the creamiest, dreamiest cheesy bechamel you'll ever eat. I don't know about you, but I need a humongous space to assemble my lasagna because I want to have all my components laid out around me. The first layer, of course, is the sauce. And as you can see, I'm using store-bought help here, and no one is going to judge you for doing that. Next, I'm going to add my half-cooked lasagna pasta. I'm using a 12x9 casserole dish for this lasagna, and I would try to find something as close to that as possible. I'm also going to cut the lasagna noodle so that it fits perfectly. Then I'm going to add a few dollops of the ricotta mixture to each noodle. Next, I'm going to add a loose sprinkle of that Italian sausage mixture. Then the eggplant, which turned out absolutely stunning, if I do say so myself, followed by another layer of the store-bought red sauce. I know, the creamy bechamel is coming, don't worry. And now we're gonna add that creamy, cheesy bechamel over the second layer of eggplant. The final layer of this lasagna is going to be composed of that amazing bechamel along with a little bit of fresh grated vegan parmesan. You're going to bake this in the oven at 375 degrees first and then jack up that temperature to about 450 for the last few minutes so that the top looks beautiful and golden brown and like glorious.
What do you think? Looks pretty darn good. We're gonna have to let it sit for just a bit.
I've made lasagna a lot. It's one of my family's favorite recipes, and they often ask me to bust it out around the holidays, but it can be a lot of work, so I wanted to create this less intimidating version. I know, it seems like a lot of moving parts, but if you think about it, each individual layer is actually pretty simple to make. Throw on some good music, enjoy the smells and sounds of cooking, and be rewarded with literally the best lasagna of your entire freaking life. I mean, look at those beautiful layers.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, like, and comment below. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.
Oh man, babe, this is the best lasagna I've ever had.